Hello everyone, my name is Amanda Waldhart and you are here with Amanda's InspirationStation.com. Wow, today is the last Wednesday in January. It is Wednesday 26th and you are here for my weekly Wednesday. I'm not even going to go that, wow, January is pretty much over already. It's just crazy to me. But with January being over, guess what's right around the corner? Ding, ding, ding. That's right. We have Valentine's. So I have two cute little projects for you for Valentine's. We are going to make this adorable card. And on the inside, it says Happy Valentine's Day. And then we're also going to decorate the envelope. Super cute. Both of these are made with the Sweet Conversation bundle. And then this is super cute. I love this box that I created because this box fits, and I'm going to show you, a Little Debbie Heart Brownie, but it also fits a gift card. So if you're giving out maybe a little Valentine's gift for somebody for like some coffee, and then you have your little brownie, super cute. So we're going to make this little treat box here too. And I'm going to actually grab my Sweet Conversations because I did not grab that. So this is the bundle that we are using. This is a stamp set, a photopolymer stamp set, and dies. And if you haven't had a chance to play with this or the paper Sweet Talk, so cute. The paper alone is like my favorite. I think that's my favorite. My other favorite is these iridescent rhinestones. I mean, they can go on any and all projects. I absolutely love them. So we're going to do that. So before we get started on these projects, I do just want to quickly go over that I still, if you haven't seen this, and I'll have the link below. Right now, I have a fabulous Fun Fold tutorial bundle. That is available to purchase in my tutorial store right at amandasinspirationstation.com. This tutorial sells for $37. And what it is it's 12 different cards, and each card is a different fun fold. This tutorial bundle has all colored copy pictures, supply list, measurements, and step-by-step instructions on each thing, on each card. Now, I don't want you to like look at it and be like, oh, but I don't have this stamp set or I don't have this bundle. That's okay. You can pick whatever stamp sets and bundles that you want for these cards. The purpose of this is to actually show you how to do the fun fold, not really like which products you use. Now, once you purchase this, if you are on Facebook, you are welcome to join the Facebook group, which it is called Fabulous Fun Fold Tutorial, and it's a Facebook group. And on the second Monday of every month at 11 a.m. Central Time, I go on and I make one of these cards. So you'll have the tutorial and you'll have a video. That video will be on always. I will always keep it, and I will always keep that group available for anyone. As long as Facebook is still around, it'll still be here. Now, you can purchase this now, you can purchase it later, you can purchase it a year from now. It doesn't matter. You're just learning how to do the fun folds. This is the tutorial bundle, and then there also will be the videos. Again, it sells for $37, and it's at amandasinspirationstation.com. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our projects today. What should we start with first? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's do the box, and then we'll go to the card. So for the box, I've already kind of... I cut and scored this already, but I'm going to go ahead and bring out my simple scoreboard, and we're going to just kind of go over it briefly again. So what you're going to need is you're going to need cardstock that measures at 4.5 by 10. Okay. Now on the short side, so this is 4.5 by 10. This is our short side. You are going to score it, which I'm going to flip. Nope, I am going to leave it like this. You're going to score it at 1. And I'm just going to kind of go over it again. And 3.5. Okay. Now, for those of you who are just joining me for my weekly Wednesday, right underneath this video is also a link that takes you straight to the project sheet. You can print that project sheet for free. It has the colored pictures of the projects that we're doing today and the measurements and the supply list. So, and then you have the video on how to. Now we're going to turn this so it's on the landscape side. So it's on the 10-inch side. And we are going to score this at 3.5, 4.5, 8, and 9. Well, that's not right. I think I'm looking at the wrong sheet. Hold on. Nope, and 9. There we go. Sorry, that is right. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong sheet. I was looking at the measurements for the card, and I don't know even where I got that particular thing. This is correct, and I promise the project sheet's correct. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get out our bone folder, and we're going to varnish in these creases. Although I'm going to be a little gentle because I scored it twice. Usually I score online with you guys, but I got a little happy when I was making this and I decided to do it. I don't know what that was about. Okay, so now what we're going to do is this box is actually going to fold upward. So we need to cut our sides and our tabs. So we're going to cut on the score lines here. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut on the score line and then we're going to do a little angle because what we want to do is cut these little darts. We want to cut some darts so that there's a little bit of space. This helps the box, for one, fold easier, but it also helps it put it together easier. All right, so there's that one. And now we're going to go like this. And with this one, I'm going to show you with this one. We're actually going to cut these squares off completely because this tab is going to tuck under. So what we're going to do is with this one, we're going to cut these completely off. So we're going to cut right on the score line, and cut this off. Now I have my detailed trio punch that I am going to use to round the corners. If you do not have a detailed trio punch, but you have a corner rounder, great, use it. Another thing that has a corner rounder, if you have the Stampin' Up envelope board, the envelope punch board, it's no longer available to purchase. It is a retired product, but on the back of that has a corner rounder too, if you needed that. All right, so this is our box. This is a pretty simple box. We're going to bring up our tabs like this. We're going to bring the box up like this, and then we're going to go like this. This is our box. So this is a pretty simple box, but we still need to decorate it with our designer series paper. So I'm bringing in the Sweet Talk designer series paper, and this measures at 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. You're going to need 2 of them because you're going to want one for the front, and then you're going to want one for the back. So I'm going to go like this. Now, I want to show you something. When you're doing this, because I don't want my hearts upside down, so I'm putting this just like this. This is the front of the box. So this is the back of the box. I want my hearts this way. But if you're laying it flat and you're doing it, your hearts are going to be opposite. Does that make sense? All right. All right, so there is our front and our back. Now, before I even put my box together, I'm going to put a little notch right here. This just helps it so that I can get the flap open and the lid open a little bit more. This is also a retired product. This is a 3/4 inch circle punch by Stampin' Up. You can purchase a 3/4 inch circle punch pretty much anywhere. So if you do not have a Stampin' Up one, no worries. You can get one anywhere. I'm sure any local craft store or Amazon has one. And you're just going to bring it in just not even halfway, maybe a little less than halfway, because you just want to create that little bit of a notch right there, okay? Now, I'm going to use Tombow, but that is because when I use boxes, I like to have that couple seconds of wiggle room. And I like to have that in case I get the box crooked. So I am putting glue on this little center tab because I'm going to bring this up like this. And I'm going to do it on both sides. And I'm just going to kind of hold it there for just a second, just to give it a minute. And then I still have my glue on these sides because when I bring this up, I'm just going to close it. Now, I am going to lay this flat because I'm going to put my bone folder in there, and I'm just going to kind of varnish that in a little bit, give it a little pressure. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And I'm just going to and I'm going to let that sit for a minute. There's our box. That box is pretty easy. I designed it pretty easy. So there's our little box. How cute is that? And it is perfect to fit this Little Debbie Heart Brownie inside. All right, so now we need to wrap it with some ribbon. And I have this Gross Grain Highland Heather, like very shimmery ribbon. I love this ribbon. It's actually very, very soft. I use a lot of ribbons on a lot of my treat projects, and I like to put big bows off to the side. If you're going to do that, you need a good ribbon that is pliable and easy to move. And this is one of those ribbons. So I'm just going to kind of wrap it around like this. I like to always leave about 5-6 inches on each side. That way I have enough room to make whatever size big bow I want. So I'm going to turn that there. Now, I am getting better at making bows when they're off to the side like this. Otherwise, if they're going on a card and they're not off to the side like this, then I still need my bow maker. All right, there's that. Let's put our little brownie in there. Remember, it fits a gift card too if you want a gift card in there. So there's the front of our box. Okay, so now we need to do is decorate the box. So I have some scraps here of Real Red, Highland Heather, and Basic White. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our heart punch pack, and I am going to punch out a Real Red scallop heart. I'm going to do the solid one in Highland Heather. And then the white one, we're going to do a little stamping. So let's do a little stamping here with this one. And I actually need the You're Cute. I didn't grab that one. So hold on a second. Sorry. Let's grab that. Let's get a block. All right. Here's my block. I have my Blushing Bride pad. And we're going to die cut that out along with, we're going to do some embossing, an embossing folder too. So let's get out the die for this. I don't know why I rubber band that. It's like a habit of mine. All right, so there's a lot of fun pieces with this. I'm just going to kind of dump mine out. And there's a lot of little pieces with this. So I definitely recommend being careful because look at all these really tiny hearts. And you don't want to lose it. All right, so there's the heart for this particular one. Now, I'm going to get out this heart right now, too, while we're at it, because this is going to be the one that we're going to use for, actually, I'm going to do 2 of them. These are going to be the ones we're going to use for the card. And I actually have this little metal tray here that I'm going to just kind of set them in. It's a magnetic tray. See? So it sticks very well. And then that way I don't lose these little cute hearts. I don't know about you guys, but if one of these little hearts goes flying, I'm in trouble to find out where it went. All right. I have my little cut and emboss mini machine here with me, but before I get that out, I'm going to use a little bit of washi tape here. We all have some washi tape, and if we don't, wow. Oh, look, we have a little visitor today. All right, let me grab my plates. All right, so we're going to, let's die cut this out first. So I have my little mini machine here, and I have my plate 1 and my 2 clear plates. So I'm going to run this through first because we're going to need different plates for the embossing folder. So there's that one. That's cute. Love it. Now let's put my heart up there. And let's take this washi tape. We can reuse this a little. Reuse that. I'm going to set that there. All right. So now we're going to use this Stampin' Up! Cut and Emboss Dotty Hearts. I think this was super cute. So oh, you know what? I didn't use Dotty Hearts for this one. I'm sorry. I used, wrong thing. I used the checks and dots. Grabbed the wrong one. But you know what? I kind of like the hearts on this one. You know what? I want to do the hearts. Let's see what it looks like with the hearts. I like the hearts. You know what? I don't think I'm going to like that. I'm so particular sometimes. Ooh, but you know what? Maybe we should do this one. Maybe I'd like this one. We'll just kind of move that around. Yeah, let's do this one. Okay, so for the embossing folders, you need the first plate and plate number 3. And that's what you'll need for the embossing folders. So they are different plates. I love this mini. It's not as hard to crank as the big one. So there's that. Oh yeah, see, I like that. That's cute. Okay, let's go with that. I mean, I do have my other one, but we're improvising here. Okay, so I'm going to place this heart flat to the scallop part, but I'm going to use my dimensionals to pop this one up, which I swear every time I turn around I'm losing my dimensionals and I don't know where they are. Here they are. All right, so let's pop those up. And we're just going to center that right on there. And then I'm going to use dimensionals for this heart as well. But I'm going to put the dimensional on the back of the left side because I am going to have this kind of hang over like that. And I don't, one's not going to be enough. So if you wanted to stick 2 under there, you could, but you would see it. So I don't know if I would really recommend that unless you could get it where you couldn't see it. Then I'm going to take one of the big ones right here and I'm going to place that right there. And then I'm going to take a small one and I'm going to place that one up there. And I'm going to take another small one and place that one over here. There we go. Look at that. So cute. You know, I like the heart one. I like the heart and the polka dot. I don't think I can decide. All right. Good thing I don't have to. Let's move on to our card. Now this card here, you are going to use the embossing folder, but we're going to use the big heart one here. So we are going to use that. So I have my card in my envelope. I'm going to move these boxes over. Okay. So our card base is Highland Heather, and that measures at 5.5 by 8.5. And you can score it at 4 1/4, or you can just fold it in half, give it a little pinch, use your bone folder like that. Now, this is the second largest scallop rectangle from the Scallop contour dies. This is actually what's going to go inside the card. So we do need to stamp on that. Then we have a piece of basic white here that measures at 3 3/4 by 5 because that's going to go on our card. We have a couple different designer series pieces. This one here measures at 3 1/2 by 3. This one is 3 1/2 by 1 1/2. So what we're going to do is I like to always kind of start from the bottom and work my way up. So I'm going to put adhesive on the back of the smaller piece because that's on the bottom. And I want to make sure I'm leaving some white edge so it looks like a white mat around. I'm going to go like this. But we're going to leave a section here. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to flip it over and pretend I'm working from the bottom again. And I'm going to leave that little edge. And then there should be a white strip right here. So we're going to do that because we're going to pull out this piece here and we're going to cut out some hearts. And that's what we're going to put there. So we have that. We're also going to cut out another heart here, which, you know what, that's a different heart from the Hug Me. So let me grab that heart. There we go. So we're going to cut this out, and I chose the rainbow glimmer paper because there's a section where it goes like pink and then goes into fuchsia and then purple. So I kind of wanted that heart to be kind of both. So I'm going to set that in there like this. I love this paper. Like, I save every little piece of this paper. So, like, to me, this is a piece for another heart. All right, so we're going to do that. We're going to run this one through. And we have to do embossing with this one, but this one we're going to stamp. So let's do all of our die cutting first. And then we'll do our embossing with the circle. So I'm going to do the Hug Me. And I'm literally just going to stamp that on my scrap white paper. And then I'm going to pick out this one. I'm going to get this washi tape that I already had here. And I'm going to do that. All right, so let's bring this in. And we need our plates 1 and then our 2 clear plates. All right, so we're going to bring that in. Bring that in and bring this one in. And then we're going to just run it through, which I'm sorry, I'm going to have to, there we go. I might have to angle it a little bit differently. Okay, so let's go like this. We're going to save this piece here. I'm going to, because we can reuse that. So there's the Hug Me. Then we have our little rainbow heart. And then this thing's cool. So here is this guy right here to go across our card. But look at all these cute little hearts we have. So I don't know if you guys do this when it comes to this kind of dies, but whenever I have a bundle and it has this kind of dies like this and I have extra pieces that I'm not using for this card, I always put it in an envelope and I write extra die pieces. And as you can see in here, I have lots of different little hearts, but I'm going to use those hearts on something, but I'm not going to throw them away because I'm just not going to do that. All right. So let's bring out this again because we're going to use this embossing folder for the circle. And we're just going to kind of place that like that. I'm going to put that down. And then we're going to need plates 1 and 3. And we're going to just run that through. All right. Don't need those plates anymore. Don't need this embossing folder. Now we should have all of our pieces. All right, so here's all of our pieces to our card. All right, this piece right here measures at 5 3/4 by 2 1/2. This is actually going to be for the back of the envelope. So I'm going to set the envelope in this piece aside. I'm going to set our card aside. And, oh, we have one more die cutting. We have one more die cutting. we have the little envelope to cut out. So here's the little envelope. We are going to use designer series paper for that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run this through. So we need our plates 1 and the clear plates again. I wouldn't have been able to fit that all on one shot, I don't think. So, all right. Now we're done with the die cutting. Sorry, I thought we were done, but I forgot about the envelope. Okay. So here's our cute little envelope. There are score lines on all 4 sides. So you're just going to kind of give them a little pinch. Be gentle though with designer series paper because it's thinner. And you don't want it to, you really don't want it to rip. Okay, so I'm going to pull this one aside. And I'm actually going to use my glue dots. And I think that I'm just going to put a little glue dot here and fold that over. And then I'm going to put another little glue dot right there and fold that over. There's our little envelope. Super cute. Okay, so with this right here, I'm actually going to get out my silicone mat. And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to do that. I am not a fan of our fine tip glue pen. I just am not a fan of it. So you can't see the center of this heart. So I'm just going to go like this with my Stampin' seal. And I didn't want sticky stuff on my paper grid. So I'm just going to place this right here in the center. Doesn't matter that there's sticky coming through here because we're going to place this over top of it and we're going to place it flat. So there's that. Okay. Now we're going to place our little envelope, this cute, adorable little envelope, and I'm going to kind of angle it like that. All right. Now I am going to pop up the Hug Me, so I am going to use my dimensionals for that, but I'm not going to pop up the rainbow glimmer heart, and I'm just going to kind of angle that right about there, and I'm going to place this right about there. And you know what? I forgot we are going to use one of those little hearts. So let's get out this little heart that I put away because we are going to use one of them. A little Highland Heather heart. And really, you could use some on the inside too if you wanted to. I'm just going to use my glue dots. And I'm going to put that up at the top there like that. Okay, so that's that part of the card. Now, I am using dimensionals to pop this piece up. So let's go ahead and put our dimensionals to pop this up. Don't forget about the center. You do not want to saggy center, especially because you have a lot of your stamping and stuff in that center there. So you don't want to do that. All right, so now we're just going to center this in our card, on the front of our card. And I'm going to use my bone folder to, there we go. Cute. All right, so now we need the inside. So for the inside, we are going to stamp the saying Happy Valentine's Day. And we're going to do that in Highland Heather across the top here, just like that. And then we're going to take this Blushing Bride, and we're going to take this little heart here, which is this heart, and we're going to, I want to see if it's too dark. Nope, I don't think it's too dark, but if you think it is, you could stamp off and then stamp. I think it's fine stamping it like that. All right, so then we're going to flip this over and we're going to put this in the center of our card. Like that. And then we just have rhinestones to add. So this time I'm going to use the medium ones. I'm going to put one there. I'm going to put one down here, and I'm going to put one up here. There we go. That's it. That's it, folks. How cute is that? Super cute. Okay, we still have the envelope to do though, so let's do the envelope. So what we're going to do is for the envelope, we're putting it on the top tab. So I'm going to use my adhesive all the way across on all the edges like that. And then I'm just going to line it up to the score line here. Go like that. And then I'm going to flip it over and I'm just going to cut around the envelope. This always just decorates the envelope a little bit, and I think it looks super cute, especially when you get it in the mail. So there's the envelope. All right, I hope you guys liked these projects today. So cute. If you need any of these supplies, or you want to, maybe it wasn't on your wish list, but now it is on your wish list, go to amandasinspirationstation.com and you can shop right there. The link is also below. And right now, Celebrations is still going on. So for every $50 that you spend, you can pick out a free item. And then there are 2 items in there that you can pick out with $100. But what a great way to grab your stuff. Maybe it's for Valentine's. Maybe it's for something else. I don't know. Maybe Easter. Easter's around the corner. And don't forget, too, that I have this tutorial bundle. I'd love for you to join the group. It's so fun. And you don't have to join the group if that's not something you're into, but you want the bundle, by all means, that's fine as well. You don't have to join the group. The group is just nice because that's where we do the videos. And, you know, if you make it, I would love for you to share it in that group. But again, that's totally up to you. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day. And I will see you next week, which will already be the first week of February. That's crazy to me. So time flies fast, I guess. Okay, you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.